I'm live. Okay. This is going to be kind of fun because I am not feeling well, but I really wanted to get this in. So I am in my pajamas. I just got back from my son's ball practice, but I really wanted to go ahead and do my sales for August, and I have all kinds of paperwork sitting here from work. So in my headset from work, I just got my new headset. Not that you care, but yay! I love having this because we do a lot of like WebEx and Skype and stuff, and oh, it's so much nicer having. So much nicer. Anyway, so yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff from work, so I'm just giving it a couple seconds here while I ramp this up. So, what is this video? I was going to explain why I'm not feeling well, but that is another video. So, hopefully I can give you some accurate numbers here. So, August was, I would not say it was my best month by far. I sold a lot of things, so I felt kind of like I had my own closet clear out. I did not source all that much. I mean, I was going on sourcing crazes before. I feel like I sold a lot of things that I've sourced over the last couple months in August. So Poshmark has reports, and to print it out, it's like an absolute nightmare. So I didn't necessarily print things out. I took some screenshots and then I printed it out just so I could give you some statistics of what I sold. And let me just tell you, I can barely read this. Ugh. But we're gonna do the best we can. So for August, I sold, I'm gonna say roughly because some sales didn't complete, 42 items. Some of those were bundled items, and I feel like that kind of gives sort of an accurate picture. I will say my biggest sale item in general for August was children's clothing, specifically a lot of the Hannah Anderson pieces that I got at the bins a few weeks ago, and I know there is a haul video on that. So a lot of that sold. That was probably my number one seller. I also sold a lot of miscellaneous items this month. So like a Victoria's Secret blanket was one of the other things. Just a bunch of like, I think I sold like a Vera Bradley wallet. So a lot of miscellaneous. I also sold a lot of just little things that had been sitting in my closet for a while. I keep looking down, I'm sorry. But all in all, I felt like this was definitely a clear out month. As I go down through, just to let you know, I sold a lot of jeans. So jeans was a big deal in August. I actually sold a lot of t-shirts or just plain shirts in August as well. And like I said, miscellaneous items and kids items. So my big overall item profit, net earnings, so $25 was the largest priced item that I sold, and that was a pair of Miss Me kids jeans, which netted me a profit of $18.50. So I feel like that was a pretty good price. I'm missing one sheet, but I did fairly well. A lot of $7 profited items, a lot of $10 profited items. So I wasn't really disappointed in that because a lot of the things that I've sourced, I didn't pay that much for. And my total earnings were $541, and that is without the Poshmark fees taken out. I gave $21 in shipping discounts, so I netted a total of $398.45. There's a few pending items for August. So I'm going to say probably about $425 is what I totally netted on Poshmark for August. So with 42 items, that isn't that great. But what I will say is I cleared out a lot of things that had been sitting in my closet for a while. I cleared out a lot of small things. I even, there were some items that literally I just wanted out of my closet. So I did take smaller offers. I did bundles. So, but I got rid of a lot of things. So I'm really actually happy with that $420 that I made in profit. I probably spent less than $100 on everything, maybe $50. I can't tell you right now because I don't have all the numbers in front of me. I told you I'm missing a paper or two. So I didn't make my $500 goal on Poshmark, but I did make my $500 goal totally. So it seems like sales of my lower end items have been going fairly well. I'm getting a lot of lower offers on Poshmark. I get a lot of people liking items, and I'm a big offer to liker person, like I've told you guys in past videos, and that works a lot for me. I would say majority of those 42 items I sold, with maybe a handful, like 8 or so, were not offered to likers. So keep that in mind. And I was trying to get rid of these things, so I didn't mind taking the price, or accepting an offer or whatever. So keep that in mind. If you need to make sales and you can afford to still make a profit, I mean, there was only a couple items that the profit was smaller, and those were in bundles. Okay, I sold a ton, and this is one thing I didn't mention. I sold a ton of bikinis this last month. So bikini bottoms from Target, where I listed the item at like $10, and when you give a shipping discount and everything, you're taking like 5 something home. So the profit margin isn't that big, and I'm okay with that. I mean, I really am looking at this list and I see all the bikini bottoms that went out. I made a couple bucks. I probably paid 25 cents for those. Good for me. I still have a few left in my closet. I'm going to retake the pictures. So hopefully those will go. Usually I also have like a wind of good selling swimsuits in the middle of the winter, which is weird, but besides. Okay, so let me move on to Mercari. So sorry, I have my journaling book, and this is where I write down some of my stuff. So Mercari was a big hit for me. I didn't list a lot of things, but I sold pretty much everything I listed. So I started to cross-post some of my Hannah Anderson stuff, and I sold 4 Hannah Anderson items, I believe. I sold a lot of kids stuff, a couple Justice shirts, kid shirts. I sold a Furby. Yes, a Furby. I sold a doll, and I sold 3 backpacks. I know in my previous video I said list your backpacks, and I really meant it, especially if you had Mercari, because out of so I listed a total of 5 backpacks. One was a computer backpack, which will be part of my September transactions. And that just sold the other day. I sold a Minecraft backpack. I sold a spiky Max Pad backpack. I sold an Under Armour backpack. The only one that is still sitting in my closet, I believe, is my Pittsburgh Penguins backpack from my son and the lunchbox that matches it. So I'm pretty happy that most of those have sold. I also sold a couple of Victoria's Secret items. I sold a bundle of wax, and I mean like indie company wax, huge bundle. I sold bathing garden wax. Hey, I'm just doing my report before I fall over and pass out. so Mercari did me well. So all the indie wax that I sold, that was a $55 profit, and I think I sold it for like 70, something like that, and that was with shipping. So in all, on Mercari, I took home $222.99, and we'll say, you know, I don't count the items like the backpacks and things like that, like cost of goods for those, because those were things that I had, my kids used or I used, and we've had them. Yeah, I was really happy. I mean, $299 on Mercari is actually quite a bit, because I don't sell a whole lot of Mercari. I don't list a whole lot of Mercari, but it kind of taught me a lesson. Like, it got me out of my comfort zone. I mean, I sold a doll. I sold a Furby. So Mercari, I kind of think out of the box when I'm listing, and I did really well. And a lot of my Hannah Anderson stuff did well on there. I probably could have sold it on Poshmark, but it was a quick flip for me to make $11.95 on a Hannah Anderson dress. Not bad. I'm cool with that, you know? Let me just put it this way. The least item that I made money on is my Furby, and the rest of it was over $7. The Furby was like the least, because I include free shipping all the time on Mercari. Just something I do. So totally, I made $621.44 for the month of August between Poshmark and Mercari. Yeah, so I met my $500 goal and exceeded it if you include my Mercari sales. And I'm sorry, my cat is like meowing crazy pants. I really like crazy pants. So all in all, August was an okay month. I don't think it was a bad month. It was just, I didn't do as well as I thought I would do, especially Poshmark. I feel like the interest level like really went down. I sold a lot. Oh, yeah. Oh, he wants in the bathroom. Ralph is, I have two cats. One, when she gets mad, she poops on my bed, which is gross. And Ralph just is very vocal when do you want me to let you out? Do you want to go out? Here, I'll let you out of my room. He just wants out, period. So anyway, but I didn't do a lot of sourcing this month. So I guess that's good. I do have a few things I'm going to show you in a haul. I quickly went to a Goodwill today and I found a few things and I was super happy, and I could have bought a ton and I didn't. Like I restrained, but if you want, this is a sneak peek. Yes, it's LuLaRoe, but it's new with tags, and just, I wish it was my size. Ooh, Sarah went to the bin today. See, I wish I could have. I don't know. My kids have games tomorrow. We'll see. I got like 3 items. I didn't get anything spectacular, but I'm hoping it's going to help me increase, you know, the void, because I've been selling a lot of stuff. I have a rack over here that I'm just dropping papers all over the place. A rack over here that has all the things that I need to take pictures and list. I also am going to start going through my bins of clothing downstairs. Yep, that's the other thing. Sarah said list jeans. Yes, definitely list jeans. If you've got jeans to list, now is the time to do it. Totally the time to do it. But really, I got to focus on getting this rack listed and out, and then I got to go down and I got to start going through what I have. Some of it's going to go into mystery boxes. Some of it's going to go thread up. Some of it, I'm going to redo all the pictures, because things have been listed like literally, hi, how are you? And I apologize that I'm in my pajamas, guys. I feel like butt. I just have not been feeling that great, and we just walked in the door from ball, so I'm just like, I just don't even care. I just don't care. Like, I have this like no care thing when I walk home, and just, I'm done. But I feel like right now there's a lot of good stuff out there. I mean, even the Goodwill I went to today, there was so much brand new with tags LuLaRoe, and like, I'm not saying go pick up a bunch of LuLaRoe, because let me just tell you, it doesn't always sell, or it takes forever to sell, or it sells like crap. But if you can find a good piece like I did today, like, I know for a fact that this dress, this Amelia, I can probably get like $50 for it, and I think I paid $7, which is a lot, $7, but it's new with tags. And just because it's Jack, I was like, I gotta get it. I gotta get it. So I got it. Otherwise, I probably would have left it. I wish it was my size. I really wish it was my size. The other thing, no, by the way, this is my rack of things that I'm going through right now. I also got this, which I know you're not going to be able to see it. My lighting in here's crappy at the moment. But it is a very large plus size. Yeah, that's what exactly. It's exactly. Sarah said Halloween's coming, so it will sell. But that's exactly what it is too. Halloween. So as soon as I saw that, I was like, and I saw some other pieces too. I was gonna grab that were Halloween oriented, but I just was like, I only want to spend $20. I only want to spend $20. So I only spent $20. But this piece I had to pick up. One, it's a plus size piece, and I love picking up plus size pieces. And two, it's a jean dress, which jean dresses are really in right now. So it will be a great fall transition. And the other piece, I can't even show you because I threw it in the washing machine because I thought about keeping it. It's a Vince button-down plaid shirt that's really nice. And I only paid like $3 for it. I'm like, that's awesome. But I guess the whole point I want to make is there's a lot of stuff out there. People are restocking the stores. They just got hit with all the back-to-school sales in the Goodwills and the bins and things. So they're emptying things out and putting them in bins. Goodwill is taking out all their inventory right now. So this is a really good time to start looking for good inventory. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all my stuff. I'm gonna start putting myself on a really strict budget and I'm really gonna start being very careful about what I source. I'm gonna sell all the stuff that I got in my ThredUp box. If you haven't watched that video, definitely watch it. I'm also gonna start listing stuff on Mercari like crazy. I have planner stuff to list. I have some dolls from Monster High that I'm gonna list. Pretty much all my leftover junk is gonna start going on Mercari. I'm also gonna start listing some key pieces of clothing on Mercari, like that Jack skeleton dress is gonna go on both Poshmark and Mercari because it's a toss-up where it's gonna go. I'm also thinking about doing some lots of clothing on Mercari, just so I can start heaving some of this stuff out of my closet and really start focusing and honing in. Like, I am completely reorganizing right now because I was talking to my friend Sarah, and I know she's watching, so when I started this journey of what I was doing, I had no intention of making a lot of money doing this. I really started because I got the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, the weight loss surgery, and I had lost so much weight at such a fast pace. I'm like, what am I gonna do with all this stuff? What am I gonna do with these 3X's and 4X's? And it pained me to throw the clothes away. So I was like, okay. And then I found Poshmark. And so I started listing. But I have the worst photos. Well, maybe not the worst, but I have not that great of photos. They're okay, okay? But I've never done a whole lot to make them better. I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know that if you use the Poshmark app photo thing that you would get lousy pictures. I know now. Don't do it. Use your phone and then put it into Poshmark. So I have a lot of redo for photos. Also, the other thing I learned was when you have as many listings as I have, it's overwhelming. Like, I don't even know what else to say. When you have 500 listings, it's crazy pants because you need to do some kind of numbering system. So currently, I don't. I have bins of clothes downstairs. I do have them organized, like by these are dresses, these are pants, these are tops, these are long sleeve tops. It's still not awesome. So I'm going to be working on that system. I just don't know exactly when and how long, but slowly it will come back and it will be okay. Sarah and I have chats and we talk about ways, and Sarah is doing things the right way. So if you ever want to jump over to her closet, Sorenzo Closet, I totally recommend it. Her pictures are awesome. She's got her closet is a great example of how I would love to have my closet look like. But again, I didn't start this journey out thinking I was going to make a bunch of money. And I'm not saying I make a ton of money, because by no means do I spend that much time on this. I've invested a little bit of money. I'm pretty simple with everything I do. I do keep track of things with this in my planner. I try not to oversource. When I buy stuff for my daughter and she ends up hating it, it ends up in my Poshmark closet. So when you see a lot of smalls and extra smalls, and I say new without tags or new but washed, it's probably because my daughter, the picky girl, decided she didn't like it. And that's fine. But it's one of the reasons I have so much stuff sometimes, because or something doesn't fit her right or whatever. So that's one of the reasons. And I'm walking you to my closet because I wanted to show while I'm on here. I know this is a catch-all video here, but I wanted to show you something I got, so I might as well just pull it out. But yeah, my daughter's very picky. I don't know. She's almost 11, and yeah, it's fun with her and clothes. So I do list a lot of stuff that and that's how I've accumulated so much stuff in my closet. And also, I will buy myself stuff, and I'll be like, I think I like that. And then later, I'm like, And then as things stop fitting me, I list them. So it becomes abundant, and there's so much stuff, and that's how I got to where I am. So what I wanted to show you while I'm here is I got these awesome bags. So these are the avocados. And let me just tell you the story. So this company is called Package Chic Mailers. And I really like these mailers. But Amazon really fluffed up. And I ordered thank you mailers. And I was like, I got this and I was like, but I need these. Like, it's not like I can go without the mailer. So I'm like, okay, avocados it is. And I had gotten sent an email from this company, and I was like, I said, your mailers are cute. I just wanted to let you know I didn't get the right ones. So lo and behold, apparently Amazon has really fluffed up some of their orders. And these are the ones I actually ordered. And I'm sorry you're not seeing this real well, but it says thank you on the front, and it's got these little polka dots. But they sent me these for free. So I have 100 of these, I have 100 of these. I was like, this is awesome. But I'm just gonna give a shout out to Package Chic Mailers because one, I didn't even contact them. They contacted me because apparently I think they knew there was an error. They sent me some free mailers because of the error. I mean, they have a forever customer in me, just saying. Because, I mean, plus these are super cute. Yeah, I mean, they have a ton of mailers too. So if you go on Amazon and you look up Package Chic Mailers, you'll be able to see all their neat mailers. I love them because they really work well with what I send out. So obviously if it's a bigger item, it might not fit, but what I'll do is I'll shove it in here and then I'll put it in a box. That way it's like protected. I don't know. But I hope this gives you some kind of realization into Poshmark. I am by no means a professional at this. I've done it for a year, but I never had like a goal in mind. Like, oh yeah, I'm just selling my stuff, cool. Now it's like, if I can make $500 of extra money a month, I can pay this bill off. If I can make, and Oh, you've never, yeah, you know what though, Sarah? Sarah had said she never shipped anything that fit in the mailers. Sarah, let me just tell you, has an awesome company, and so she knows how to ship like a pro. So I take a lot of shipping tips from her. You can get free packing supplies if you want, but if you want to be lazy like me, yeah, Sarah always ships in a box, which she's smart because you can get boxes for free, so why not? But for me, this is easy. I just go on Amazon, I get these. I like these because they say thank you, and now I don't have to get thank you stickers. People on Poshmark really care about that, just FYI. I don't know, they just are very passionate about their thank yous, so thank you mailers. Cool. I never really pictured this being a business for me. I never really pictured this being anything, but what this has become for me is a hobby and a way to pay down the amount of debt that my husband and I have. And just to let you know, I am $360 away from paying off my shed. So basically by the end of this month, our shed is going to be paid off. Our almost $10,000 shed is going to be paid off. I'm so excited. I know it. And Sarah said, hi, Linda. Sarah said, I'm a businesswoman at heart. And that is true. I used to own a soap company, but I quit because I took a job in my field. I just like to have a way to make extra money. I always have. It's been my entrepreneurial feeling at heart to want to do it. Whether it's selling clothes or soap or whatever, I just like this ability to say, okay, I need $100 this month. How am I going to do it? Then I go raid the closets, my kids' closets, my closet, my husband's closet. How am I going to make $100? And I'm going to make it. So ambition is like in me. I mean, $629, give or take, might be a little more considering I had a couple hanging sales. That's not bad. It really isn't. I know, I paid for some of that stuff at one point. I understand I sourced some stuff, but it's money, and it's my money now, and it's, although I've spent it all because I spent it all on my shed, but I'm making a difference and a dent in my life by just selling things I have, sourcing a little bit, utilizing, but I don't want you guys to go out and just start buying all this stuff. Go and look in your closet first, see what you have. If you're really business oriented, you'll have a better idea. You get free boxes, and I'm sorry, and it's not bad. I mean, being where I am right now, I make decent money. I have a really good job, but I never can get ahead. So doing this allows me to get ahead in life. I can pay for those things that come up and not cry. Like, I just got an email and a phone call about my lawnmower. Oh, you will. You'll hit, Sarah said she can't wait till hit 500. You will, though. Sarah started out small. She's doing good. She's going. Sarah has been a huge inspiration for me. And I know I keep talking about her, but she's awesome. She's my friend. And we're like virtual friends. We talk. And also, that's what, yes, it is hard to save. Linda said it's hard to save when you have children at home. It is hard. My kids cost a ton of money. My husband and I both have good jobs. We do make a decent amount of money, but I live in Maryland, and so Maryland sucks me in the deep hole of everything. Everything here is so expensive. I travel pretty far every day to my job, so my car, the gas, and just, it's hard. So this money allows me to just push ahead, get us where we need to go. And if I ever lost my job, so help me, Lord, please, I don't want to do that. I have a plan. I have a plan to fall back on. Oh, yes. Yeah, teenagers are expensive, and we're getting, oh God, my daughter's a nightmare. We're not there yet, but we're almost there. Anyway, sorry. She acts like she's a teenager. She scares the crap out of me. I've got some years coming, let me tell you. My son is very sweet. But my daughter, she's got the devil ears, I swear. But I hope you guys do well on your journeys if you're selling. Your journey may not have started like mine. Mine had to do with losing weight and just shelling out the clothes. I mean, I cried when I was like, oh my God, what are we gonna do with all these clothes? And I didn't want to get fat again, don't get me wrong, but it's sad when you spent hundreds of dollars on things and you don't get anything in return for it. So there's always an alternative way. I do wish you all the best on your journey through this, and I hope you make the kind of money you want to make. Start out small, whether it's on Poshmark or Mercari. Really try to get to that Posh ambassador status. I know everybody's like, oh, it doesn't make a difference. I promise you, it makes a difference. Because as soon as I hit Posh ambassador, I started getting thousands and thousands of followers, and my sales were going up to 1 sale a day at least. And it's sporadic right now because I feel like we're in kind of a weird up and down mode. Yep, Sarah made a good point. She just hit 100 listings. That's another thing. I think 100 listings is kind of a sweet spot. Not saying you won't sell anything under 100 listings. I don't want you to go out and buy 100 things. But the more you post, the more you're in the algorithm of Poshmark. I don't really know how it all works, but so far my success from going up has been Posh Ambassador has changed my life, and that's why I can bring home a couple $100 a month. I could make more if I wanted to. I just don't have the time. So I don't have time to share my listings. Yeah, Sarah said she didn't sell anything till after she hit 75. So yeah, that's about right. If you watch any of these people, there are some really good YouTubers out there that have gone from the start and up, and it's amazing to see the progress. I know I'm small potatoes. Don't get me wrong, I know that. So I don't know. Well, I'm 30 minutes in, so no one is gonna watch this whole thing, and that's cool. I'm cool with that. But I almost made $700 this month. So take that with you, and I hope that your September sales are freaking awesome. And I'll talk to you guys soon because I've got some stuff coming up. I'll see you later.